because everybody goes and reads your story articles that okay इन्होंने इतना funding उठा लिया, इन्होंने ये कर लिया, इन्होंने वो कर लिया. Life is not rosy for everybody. इंडिया में 130 करोड़ लोग हैं. बिलियनर्स कितने या मिलियनर्स कितने गिन लो, आपको पता चल जाएगा प्रोबेबिलिटी कितना है. इफ यू आर पेइंग टैक्स यू आर इन टॉप 3% ऑफ द ऑडियंस. If you are getting a higher education, you are using a smartphone, then you are in other percentage and those kind of things. So remember the the road is very long, and a lot of good and bad things happen every day on that road.
I want to talk about net service because it is a very interesting idea, in my opinion, that you can like an idea that would have been alien like about 5 years ago. Even the whole concept of like saying that I'm going to market someone digitally is very interesting. So I want to know a little bit about your working. So like, how did the company get into the start, and then where did you go? Where did you get funding? And what is the whole story of NetSavvy?
Okay, so just to clarify, we never got funding. We are a
Oh,
self-funded company, uh, and we tried a lot during the time of Bookers. I think for 2 years we were very much active in the startup circle, getting funding, angel networks, pitching to them. We got selected in a 2 or 3 accelerator programs also, but at the end of the day, nobody wanted to invest in a product which is pure B2C in a way. Because so suppose Zomato is there, Zomato earns a lot because of the services that is it provides, so delivery and those kind of things. But when Zomato was initially 3 years back, it was just a listing platform and is to earn a lot from the listings or people advertising on that listing. Okay. So that was our planning also in the first place, that we will be earning from that, and people pushing that model is very less now, because that is why we don't have a Facebook from India. We don't have a startup which is concentrating in a pure B2C way. That is why people outside make something and then it is famous in India. Hello, TikTok, all other platforms which are made from outside, but nobody makes them in India. And that is the whole problem, because nobody is ready to invest in those platforms in India. So we tried that thing around 2 years, and then we thought that this is not the right way to go, because a lot of time and energy was going into that. Rather, if we concentrate on a product, we will be able to I think satisfy a lot of other things in that way and work on those. So after that we started Hungryto. We rebranded Bookers to Hungryto. We started into services business, and we were an Instagram page at that time. And Chocolate Room came in and they asked us that if we can manage their Instagram account. And at that time, Chocolate Room had around 200 branches. Now they have 300 plus, and they had around 300 followers only on Instagram. And they were not able to crack that code of how to gain followers on Instagram, because we at Hungryto had around 10,000 or 15,000 followers at that time. And then they asked us to do this, and then after we did that, then somebody from IIM Ahmedabad, we knew them, and they came to us, and then they said, we are coming up with an event, will you be interested to market that event for us? And we're like, okay, we can do that, because as a startup you need some funds from somewhere else. And that is how the whole journey of marketing events happened. So we did that. We worked with Vibrant Gujarat pre-summits. We worked with Government of Delhi, Government of Haryana. We worked with Government of Andhra Pradesh, and things clicked in Andhra Pradesh. The CM liked our work a lot, and then we were there for around 28 months, working in CMO for his own social activities. So I used to handle the whole social media activities for Andhra Pradesh government for around 28 months there. So we had a team of around 44 there, and other team here who was working. So that is how the journey of NetService happened. So it is always one client leads to another, and another leads to another, and then we grew. So in the whole process, we had iCreate also as our client. We had other clients also, and it is a pure services business. Uh, okay, so it's a pure services things which we do, and that is how it happened. The NetService is the parent company of Hungry. And I think 5 years ago nobody knew that this kind of services will be there, and nobody had an idea that they can pay and get these services. That was the whole concept, because digital karna hai, okay, they are doing email, they are doing some SEO and those kind of things. And then there the if you see now, a lot of companies who used to do SEO marketing, others have gone into digital marketing, because then they are just retaining clients in that way. But then there are very few companies which started with digital. So those kind of things. So the change is there, and now you see every college guy is able to handle Instagram pages and those kind of things because they are very tech savvy than the other person who is there. So if you see a lot of restaurants in Ahmedabad, their pages are handled by interns of colleges, so who are still studying and then doing it part time for 2 3,000 4,000 5,000, those kind of things. So I think it has given a lot of opportunity for side businesses also, and women working at home can do those kind of things, and it has I think opened up a lot of opportunities. And due to COVID, I think that has increased a lot, because the top management which never felt that digital is the need, now everybody knows that for next 1 year billboard are not going to be the thing that they are going to invest in, और TVs are not going to be the thing. They knew that okay, OTT platform ज़्यादा आ रहा है, लोग इस पे ज़्यादा invest करते हैं, ये करते हैं, वो करते हैं, those kind of things. So that is what is going to happen.
So, okay. Uh, Now you talked about getting from one place to another, from like getting from one client to another. So you worked with
Yeah,
different people at like a myriad of positions. So
yeah.
that is what I want to ask you. So another question is that I believe that networking is essential if you want to be a great entrepreneur, right? So how did you establish that sort of a network, and what do you think how other people can do it, which were like, for example, not in your position, like who is not in DICT, suppose.
Okay, so one thing which I will believe is there are a lot of things in the first place that you need to go out. Okay, so I used to attend a lot of events on Saturdays and Sundays which used to happen in Ahmedabad. So there were very few events at that time which were happening, startup events. Now we have had startup also doing every Saturday one event. We used to have ECHI, which is still there, which has gone international now from Ahmedabad, and they used to do a lot of events. And most of the people I knew from DICT, nobody was able to help me in the first place when I was starting up, because most of them were working in multinationals, and nobody from multinationals has to do anything with it. When we started services, and now I know that I have friends who are doing those things, so I can reach out to them because I am at a scale that I can deal with Google, or I can do a project with IBM and those kind of things. But at that time, we are not at that scale. So that time, networking around your city helps a lot, because you get a lot of learning opportunities. You get to see, okay, startups में ये भी होता है, ये बंदे को ये पता है, because there are a lot of unheard things or a lot of things which are happening in the circuit that you need to understand. Okay, these guys got funded from here, these are the people that I need to go and meet for funding and those kind of things. So that will only happen if you go and visit event. I am not a outgoing guy. I never go in an event and talk to people directly. People come and then they talk. So after the event, if somebody who is an extrovert gets to meet 15 people, I am somebody who just meets 2 or 3 people. But then those 2 or 3 people, after talking to me, then I get a good rapport with them. I do not go. I am not that kind of guy. But if somebody talks to me, then he knows. Okay, हाँ ये तो भाई बात तो नहीं आती वैसा. So there is always layers for individuals where those are there. Okay, but then you will have to overcome those layers at a point. So suppose for LinkedIn, I use LinkedIn a lot now, and I am in touch with a lot of people who are giving services for agencies outside India. So it is just that I message them, I like their work, and so I DM them on LinkedIn, and then somebody replies to me. Then we have a chat of 15 minutes, and then those are the things. So for Summit also, we did NetSales Marketing Summit. We had around only 2 or 3 speakers were there out of 18, which I knew from the first day, and most of them were somebody whom we pitched. Sir, would you like to join us? We are doing a client to agency summit also, and in that also we have around 12 speakers, out of which we knew only 2. It is all about reaching out to them and then asking for help. So all the major entrepreneurs will always love to help you. That is the main thing. You have to just ask for help in that way, and don't be होता है ना, पीछे नहीं पड़ जाना. But then you can send emails and those kind of things, and they would surely help you out.
So like you built your network, if I'm not mistaken, by like small droplets, right? So just like trying to get
Yeah,
into the
see,
city and then elevating your level from that.
true. So I think my senior was there, who is co-founder of Hubilo. So he was my senior. He was working in event tech, and then I reached out to him that see, you are in event tech. We are into events marketing. If you get any opportunity for events and where they also need marketing, do refer me if you want to. And then that is how we ended up working with government of Gujarat, government of Delhi, government of Haryana, and I think Andhra Pradesh. We did a very big project with them, with Hubil only at that time. So that is all about reaching out. If you reach out to somebody and if you know that these guys are doing this and maybe their services can be clubbed with our services, and at the core that your services should be good in the first place, or your product should be good. And if that is happening, then they will also retain you in the longer run. So that is the main thing, that once you understand the things in your local circle, and it is everything is compound interest at the end of the day. Okay, so I started with Bookers. I was very active in Ichai at that time. Then I closed down Bookers. I started Hungryto, and then Net Service. I got orders from the network only in that way. The IM order came from that network only. I knew Swaroop. He was in IM Ahmedabad with us. Then we did Hungryto Food Fest. Then these guys were the partners in the Food Fest. Then we did NetSales Marketing E-Summit. These guys were again partners in them pushing. So those are the things. It is a compound interest thing. It is not a simple interest that you do something today and then you will get 3.5% day after. So if you do some things today, you do it for continuous a longer run. Every week you increase your knowledge by 10%. Then you will see after a year where you are. So those are the things.
Yeah, great. So uh, now, like now that you look back to all the work that you have done in the past, what do you think are the like essential essential qualities for being an entrepreneur? Like, can you like if you could like enumerate on them, like about three or five of them? So, like, what do you think are the essentials to being an entrepreneur, a successful one at least?
So I think basic thing is being true to yourself in the first place, because a lot of people start products and build products and then they are not doing the things which they don't like, and that is where the fatigue comes in. So suppose I love events a lot. I used to love events from the college days only. So if some event is there, we also currently are doing one event. And then if somebody tells me to work till 12 to, I don't mind doing that. Social media is also one thing. I love analytics a lot. So we used to sit for till 4 in the night and then come back to the office when we were working in CMO at 9 in the morning, just take bath and then come back and those kind of things. But then that power to keep continuing, okay, and those kind of things only come when you love what you are doing. Okay, so being an entrepreneur, there are a lot of mental physical and emotional journeys you deal with, but then at the core, if you don't love what you're doing, you will break down very easily. So there will be a lot of sine waves which come. Some days you are very happy, some days you are very sad, but that is the core thing that you should always remember, that if you are loving what you are doing, then you there will be a boost of doing those things, or else you will get very much frustrated because you started this looking at good money and good things, but that is not happening anywhere in the first place, because it will take a long time. I'm telling you, it will surely take a long time, because everybody goes and reads your story articles that okay, इन्होंने इतना funding उठा लिया, इन्होंने ये कर लिया, इन्होंने वो कर लिया. Life is not rosy for everybody. इंडिया में 130 करोड़ लोग हैं. बिलियनर्स कितने या मिलियनर्स कितने गिन लो, आपको पता चल जाएगा प्रोबेबिलिटी कितना है. If you are paying tax, you are in top 3% of the audience. If you are getting a higher education, you are using a smartphone, then you are in other percentage, and those kind of things. So remember the the road is very long, and a lot of good and bad things happen every day on that road. क्योंकि लोगों जब जॉब कर रहे होते हैं तो उनको टेंशन नहीं होता है, 7 बजे निकल गए, ऑफिस में आग लगी या जो भी हुआ वो मेरा टेंशन नहीं. Until unless it is my responsibility to be in the fire brigade department, rest all it's not my tension. Whatever happens is for founders, and that attitude is something which is there in India a lot. People work in hours and not work on delivering time. So I was listening to a talk from somebody outside India, and then they said the challenge they are facing here is uh, there they value their time. So people pay in US on the hourly basis. Okay, so then you are paid on the hourly basis. India, they don't pay you on the hourly basis. So if you are in a bank employee, then you are told to come at 10, go at 7, and that is what you have to do. But then if you don't have work, then also you will go at 7 only, or you will punch out at 7 only. And the attitude which comes in India is that okay, मेरे को इतना घंटा निकालना है, मेरे को आउटपुट देना है, उस पर कोई काम नहीं. आउट ऑफ इंडिया में ये, अगर आपका आउटपुट ज्यादा आ रहा है तो देन योर आर्ली बेसिस विल इंक्रीज. So then you can charge them, okay, my hourly basis are 14 because I have this much skill set, but then your hourly basis will increase to 40 because you have some other skill set. But that does not happen in India. You just see that okay, मैं इतने साल काम करा इसलिए मेरा स्किल सेट बढ़ा है तो ये मेरा सैलरी होना चाहिए. That is not something I think I believe. So that is the mindset which needs to be changed. And as an entrepreneur, I think you need to keep that in mind, because the team, if you motivate them and tell them that okay 10 बजे आओ 7 बजे चले जाओ इतना काम करके चले जाओ, स्टार्टअप वैसे नहीं चलता है. स्टार्टअप वैसे खड़ा नहीं होता है. खड़ा हो गया उसके बाद ये चीजें जरूरी हो जाती है, because when team increases you need discipline, because or else you won't be. So when we were a team of I think 34, we never had a HR in the team. I used to only deal with all the things. So किसी को छुट्टी चाहिए, ये चाहिए, वो चाहिए. And after that time we had a HR, and then processes came in those kind of things. So never jump on to create process. So suppose you were working in Flipkart at a time and then there were a lot of processes, but when you come to your own startup, you won't have that kind of processes in the first place. And never try to do those things. Be a lot flexible, because Flipkart के पास बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, तुम्हारे पास वो सब नहीं है. Client आ रहा है तो टेबल भी सब तुमको ही करना पड़ेगा. So if you have that mindset, then only you can go ahead, or else it will be very difficult. It's a very tough road. That is the whole thing. रोजी रोजी जितना दिखता है उतना है नहीं.